Hey everyone, John Henry here from School of Trade, and today we're going to be taking a look at a short pattern here on the Russell. Now, it just got filled, so let me just put my stop in here really quick. Now, we only went short one contract, and that's just because the stop size on this trade that's required to get in this one is relatively large. The range on the Russell, we've been seeing some really big ranges. As an example, our entry here at 51 to our stop, we're looking at 33 tick stop. So, I mean, in reality, we want to be careful when we're talking about that size in terms of the risk, so we want to make sure to adjust our reward accordingly. So because of that, we need to make sure that we're trading around one or two contracts, depending on your account size. And so that's what we're doing. So we're taking a short here, one contract, 51 even is where we're filled short. Stop is up here at 54.4. As we begin to move down here, I will move my stop down to lock it in a little bit more. But essentially what happened here is we had this really aggressive selling channel that came in from the sellers. And it's been dropping ever since this morning. Right after the open hit up here, it immediately just started dropping right off. There were several patterns through here that looked really good on the way down too. So if you were definitely paying attention to the price action, you were able to hop into quite a few of these moves to the downside. But this is really the first time the buyers have come in with any significance. We've pushed outside of this channel here. We've come all the way back up and kind of retested this average through here. Along with that, we are kind of testing this area where we bounced last. So we're coming into a nice little area of resistance here. So we're just expecting price to at least attempt to make one more new low down here. Now, I'm being conservative and I'm targeting this 47.4. You could look to target all the way down here to 46.5, 46 even. I am anticipating price to move to a new low, but because we've only got one contract on the trade, I'm going to be a little bit more conservative in this one, 47.4 there. So what basically we're looking for here is short from 51, looking for our target here, 47.4. That'll give us 37 ticks. So even though it's only one contract, still 370 on the trade, so definitely not bad. So we're hopped in short here at 51 even. Stop is in place, target's in place. Now we just need to wait for price to actually come in and move either direction. Now, because this is a price action trade, this is on a 5-minute chart, they can take a little bit longer. So, you know, this may take another 5 minutes. This may take another hour. It just kind of depends on what the sellers want to do in this case. But we're seeing a really nice rejection off of this high here. I would have preferred to have had this candle come in bearish instead of bullish. It would have looked significantly better, but the bearishness on this candle is what kind of triggered this move in here. That's the only reason I hopped in short, was just because this candle was so bearish comparatively to, you know, this topping one here, more of just kind of a spinning top. And you can see them starting to kind of peter out, right? Had a nice little bit of buying pressure here, even down here. Nice bull candle there, and then all of a sudden it starts drying up at these highs, followed up with a nice bearish candle. It's just a nice kind of turnaround in price action. So just hopped in short here, just waiting for it to move down a little bit further. So we'll see how we do in hopefully a little bit. Worst case though, we'll stick with it as long as we need to hop into the trade. Now, the closer and closer we get to our target here at 47.4, I will be locking my stop in just to be a little bit more protective. But I've got to wait for these candles to close on the way down. So we'll be back in a little bit and we'll see how we do. All right, so we're coming into the lows here again. Caught a little bit of a bounce off of off of this downside here, but you can see I've got my stop locked in here at 51.7. Our risk on this one is very small now. We're talking 7 ticks of risk for, you know, that 37, 38 tick target, which actually just got filled. So that conservative target was filled. Not really much of a problem. It didn't do much other than fall. We caught a little bit of bouncing right there. Looked a little bit weak, but then now it seems like we're kind of shoring up again. Now, again, I am anticipating this to make one new low here. You know, it may make a few candles to the downside, but you've got to be careful. As soon as we start getting below this low, more likely than not, we're going to come right back up again. And that's pretty typical common price action that you're going to see from this type of move. So let's get the stop out of there. So we got short here at 51. Took our target off at 47.4. That's going to be 34 ticks on the trade. And wait, that's not right. That's not right. Let me just move that up here. There we go. 36 ticks on the trade. Now I'm concerned. The drawing tools keep messing with me. 1151 minus 1147.4, 36. Okay, yeah. So $360 on the trade, one contract short just because of the risk. It would have been nice to be able to take more, but overall $360 for, what is it, 5, 10, 15 minutes of movement. Definitely not bad at all. So that's going to be the trade for today. If you have any questions about it, feel free to send an email to School of Trade, and don't forget to check out our trial at schoolovtrade.com. Have a good one. Bye.